Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my WrestleMania 2 Night 2 Sunday edition of the review. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking just quickly at the opening. After the intro, we're going to be discussing the massive WWE news that it could potentially be sold to Endeavor, who are currently the company that own the UFC. We will then get into our reactions after each match, and that video will go live at some point in the morning when UK time, when I'm able to do it, because I'm so tired. So yes, thank you guys ever so much for all the love and support you guys have done so far, and let's get into it. Right, so it has been reported today by a number of journalists that the UFC Endeavor are planning on making a bid tomorrow and will make it official that they are doing a bid for WWE on Monday. This does not mean that they are doing it. Reporting from them and my source, and well, not my source, but the person I listen to mostly is Tom Colohue, and he's basically saying that what's going on right now is they're going to submit a bid. Vince McMahon is going to be the CEO or the owner of the WWE, where he will be the main guy again. He will lose his stocks in WWE, but he will be given the Endeavor ones. And at the same time, they are looking to keep Triple H and some of the staff there. But as it has been reported a number of times from different places, you never know what can happen. This could also trigger the Saudi company to be making a bid and to try and get them going, to try and make them bid more money to keep it, to try and keep them having it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. So that is my news that I know so far. If you don't know, I know as much as what you do. If you want to know any more, please go and subscribe to Tom Colohue, where he will be able to sort of give you any updates. He does spoiler warnings where he will be giving you much more information. So please go and check him out and let him know. Right, just finished watching the Brock Lesnar versus Omos match. I thought it was a good match, solid match. It did what it needed to do. Wasn't long, wasn't quick either, wasn't a squash. Brock made Omos look strong, made him look like he is what he's meant to be. All the build-up was Brock Lesnar was never going to be able to suplex Omos, which then we all knew he would, and he would never F5 Omos, which then he did. I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a good opening. I thought it was solid. I have no issues with that match whatsoever. Enjoyed most of it. What do you guys think? Put in the comments down below. Right, just finished the Fatal 4-Way women's match. I thought it was a good match. Thought it did what it had to do. Okay. I thought everyone apart from Shayna and Ronda played their part and did well. Disappointing finish. It looked like Shayna has injured herself during that match, so she had a strap in and a boot. She didn't ever was wearing a boot at the end. It was just a bit. It did more for the others, and I think that's what it was. But at the same time, the finish wasn't amazing. I'm not sold on that too much, but it was good. It did what it needed to do. First two matches were okay. It did what, as I keep saying, what it needed to do. And now we're going to start pushing on and seeing what happens to the rest of the card now. So I'm excited. And getting there is great so far. So yeah, what do you guys make of that? What a banger! Oh my god! Yes! Standing ovation. What an absolute performance by every single person in that ring. Oh, my heart is gone. That was absolutely phenomenal. That was brilliant. The ring general, the greatest IC champion of all time, the best wrestler that's ever come out of NXT UK, the best wrestler that's ever happened in European wrestling in over decades, has done it at WrestleMania. Oh, just, oh. Fucking hell. Just phenomenal. I can't get over how good that match was from start to finish. I think that could be the best triple threat match that's ever happened in WWE, or the one that I've ever seen. The emotions throughout that, everything that happened was just unbelievable. The way that the match was I just can't get over it. It was absolutely phenomenal. Match of the weekend for me so far. Absolutely brilliant. Loved every second of that. What do you guys think? Not a massive fan of that. I think Bianca deserved to have a WrestleMania moment like she did last time. I think that was Asuka's time to win. I'm not a massive fan of the person who won, but if you take the person who won out of it, which is quite difficult to do some of the time, and you look at the match, that rivaled Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte for a great women's match. Very fast paced, that match. Very quick, very full throttle from the start to the end. Just a shame. I thought Asuka's time was to have it, and Bianca, maybe she needs to do something different. Bianca, I like her. I think she's great, but she needs to do something else. It's getting a bit stale. It's getting a bit boring. But I'm hoping that she comes out and does something a bit different the night after, the Raw after Mania. But we'll see. Shane McMahon has come back to WWE, lasted 30 seconds in the ring, blew out his knee after he tried to jump over the Miz, couldn't continue, then an audible happened, as you can clearly tell, that Snoop Dogg or someone had to save this segment, punched the Miz in the face, which we knew wasn't meant to happen, and that looked like a proper punch. Then he punched him again, and then did the dog elbow, the Snoop Doggy Dog elbow. Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was something. Right, just finished watching Edge versus Finn Balor. Very good match. Everyone keeps going on about the colored weapons. Who gives a shit? They're still gonna hurt, still gonna beat the shit out of you. Who gives a shit? I thought it was a great match. I thought that it was a great end to that story that needed to end. All of it ending started with Edge and beating, and then it looks like the Demon King's probably done now, won't happen again. But yeah, I thought it was a great match. I really enjoyed it. What did you guys think? I think a lot of people are moaning about that. I can see why people think Finn should win, and I understand that as well. But for me, I just really thought it was great. The match itself was brutal. Finn getting busted open, the ladder where he jumped off the cage and just jumped through the table was great. The ladder spot, the spear, the continuing beating of the weapons on top of him. I just thought it was great. I've got nothing wrong with that. Yeah. What did you guys think? What the... Roman Reigns has retained? No. No. They can't end it like that. No. No, that can't end like that. Absolutely brilliant, fantastic, absolutely amazing match. But they can't. What has just happened? This is... I'm shocked, as you can tell from words. This is incredible. I did not expect this whatsoever. This is Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Roman Reigns looks like he's now going to pass 1,000 days as WWE champion. He's going to be walking out as the only member of the bloodline that will be holding any title in WrestleMania. I'm sorry for not much words or doing anything, but this is genuinely raw feeling, and whoa. Right, so this is the part of the show where I do my outro and give you my thoughts on night 2. I thought it was an okay event. The first 2 matches were a bit iffy for me. I understood it did what it needed to do, but it didn't rock the boat. Then it got better. The Edge versus Finn match seemed that it should have gone a bit longer or something happened, but at the same time, it was okay. I'm still in shock because of that main event, and the people I've talked to so far are absolutely right. That's what it's meant to do. That's how you're meant to feel. That's what you call excellent booking, and it's right. Excellent booking. It made me feel shocked. It made me feel something that I haven't felt for a long time in wrestling, and sitting there and watching it made me feel amazing, and my heart was pounding, and seeing Gunter, the Ring General, winning and doing all of that, seeing that match, the IC title match, was definitely match of WrestleMania. The whole weekend, if you include Stand and Deliver as well, it was phenomenal. I can't get over how good that match is. To see my man getting recognition for how good he is really makes me happy of what it is. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I'm just shocked. I'm just very shocked. Very yeah. So we've done Stand and Deliver, excellent show, excellent pay-per-view, great. I'm really looking forward to now watching NXT more. Really looking forward to watching the build of what they do now moving forward, and seeing the new stars that get put into Raw and SmackDown and new stars coming in. Really excited to see more of Dragon Lee and more of those people in the Fatal 5-Way. Night 1 was brilliant. I really enjoyed. Night 1 was better than Night 2 from start to finish, but the matches on Night 2 were better, if that makes sense. Just the whole Night 1 was good after good after good, where Night 2 you could have 2 or 3 matches in that you could say was amazing. The storytelling in each match, each story had an ending or a beginning. I think the end of this, we're going to see new hills, we're going to see new faces tomorrow and Friday, and then I think everything's going to change from here on out, and that's what we looked for, and that's what we needed. I just don't know what to do with myself. I can't sleep now. It is currently, while I'm recording this, it is currently 10 to 5 in the morning, and I can't sleep. My mind is going all over the place, and everything's going mad at the moment. So let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you thought of it, of the show, and what you thought of everything, and put in the comments your match of the weekend and everything. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow for the Raw After Mania review, then NXT, then SmackDown, and then have a little breath. But yes, and peace.